I'm here in inventory management and we're going to create some tests. For my example, we'll use apparel type products. Let's say we screen print shirts with custom lettering and logos, and we need to perform tests on the shirt before, during, and after they are screen printed. The first test is for the temperature. So we're going to go to the Quality Control folder underneath Setup and open the Tests form. We'll create a new test for the temperature. In the test name field, I need to type a unique identification, so I'll type temperature. You can type a more detailed description with instructions into the description field. I'm going to keep mine simple. In the type field, I need to select which type of test this will be. For this example, I'm going to use an integer because the temperature will be recorded as a whole number. In the test instrument field, I'll select the thermometer that we just created. The next test is the viscosity test. We're going to test what the viscosity of the ink is to make sure that the screen printing machine can use the ink correctly. So I'll create the new test and give it a name. And this test will be a fraction. I did not create a test instrument for this, so I'll leave it blank. The final test is going to be a rub and scratch test. Oh, I need to select a unit for this. I'll select the option in the drop-down box. Then I'll click New to create my final rub and scratch test. I give it a description. And then in the type field, I'll select that it's an option. Later, I will link this in and select the variables that will be used for this particular test. I'll do this by going to the test variable screen. So I close this down, and underneath Inventory Management and underneath Setup and then Quality Control, I'll create a test variable. I'll click the new icon to create a new test variable. I'll call it Rub and Scratch as well. And then click the Outcomes button to create the list of possible outcomes. I'll click the new icon and create 4 different outcomes. The first one is peeling. If the ink is peeling, then I want the test to fail, so I'll leave the outcome status as fail. Next is cracking. Again, if the ink is cracking, I do not want the test to pass. Next is smooth, which will be a pass, because that's the appearance we want the ink to be on our shirts. The last one is going to be bubbled, which will also be a fail. Now that I have created the outcomes, we can start setting up our item sampling. First, let's take a look at a few examples and how item blocking can be used with item sampling.